this crazy life we live, we all need someone to hold, a friend to like.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my good name is Aseda. If this is not your first time here, thank you so much for your continued support towards my channel. I'm here to do my birth, delivery, NICU and after NICU story time. I wanted to do this in parts as those who follow me on Instagram, I had put up a post and you guys said you wanted to see this video. So I'm shooting this for you and for maybe anyone else wants to know the story, and just because I want to share. Hata kama singewauliza ningeshare. Yeah, so at first I wanted to do this in like a series, so that there's part 1 the pregnancy, part 2 the birth, part 3 and then a part 4 maybe. But then I really hate those videos where I have to go looking for parts, or where I have to wait. So I just decided to put it all in one vlog. So just give me about an hour of your time and listen to my story as I do this makeup, because my birthday is coming up and I want to get some cute photos to post on that day as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this vlog and see you. I haven't done my makeup in such a long time, but acha tuanze kufanya makeup. So I want to do this headband wig. Also, I haven't done this in a very long time. I don't remember the last time I did all these things, guys. But anyway, we are here and we are going to talk about my birth, delivery, NICU stay, and life after NICU. Okay, so let's begin. Last year in August, yeah, just after my graduation, I found out I was pregnant. It was not surprising because me and my partner had talked about pregnancy and children, and as much as the timing was not like, it was not the perfect timing like we had planned, but it was not something foreign to us, like we had talked about it. So when it happened, we were not like in shock. I was just in shock, yeah, for real, now I am pregnant, but not like now I'm in shock that I was pregnant. So before I knew I was pregnant, I had no symptoms. I was actually very much okay. The only thing that kept bugging me, I was bloated most of the time. Like ile bloating that is so bad. And then in a week's time, the bloating went, and then now cramps. Normally for me, my periods, hata before zikuje, cramps zikuja like maybe a week or a few days before. But something was not quite right with these ones because they were very, very intense. And at that time, my periods pia si regular. So niko like, okay, maybe ziko kwa njia zinakuja. Like now these are the signs of the periods coming. So at that point, niko like, well, okay. I've put gel on the part of the hair where I want to leave out. I was having really, really bad cramps, but that also was not like new because I used to have cramps. The only thing that was different this time was the intensity. They were really bad. I was waking up in the middle of the night to take hot water bottles, put on my stomach, painkillers. Like, it was bad. I had bad cramps, but it had not gotten to that point. I could survive or at least sleep through them. So this was quite strange. And then I started thinking, I could be pregnant. So without telling my partner, I did a pregnancy test, the first one. It came back negative. A week later, I did another one, and then it came out positive. Yeah, I'm going to share like all the clips. If I can find them, I'm going to share all the clips. I think I have a clip where I found out I was pregnant. Yeah, so I found out I was pregnant. I kept it to my partner kwanza just to digest. I kept it from him for about a week, and then on a certain weekend nikaamua, umejua nini, actually it was a week kwa sababu nilijua like this weekend, and then I kept it the whole week. Sasa bado pia yeye alikuwa na shuku kwa sababu I was having these symptoms even throughout the week. I was like, my stomach was so painful. We'd wake up na meza Panadol and then hot water bottle, and then pia nadhani alianza kushuku juu the week now after I found out sikuwa nataka kumeza painkillers. Nilikuwa tu like, yeah, just give me the hot water bottle and also don't make it too hot, make it too mild. So I think alianza kushuku. that came, and then nikamwambia, we were so happy nini, so we were like, yeah, okay, now we are pregnant, now what next? So life after knowing that I am pregnant, everything at work went on as normal. My partner was super cautious now. Hey, was super cautious. And then after work, because I had not told anyone at work, I had to act like everything was normal. I didn't have any cravings from the beginning. Well, I had quite a few, not really intense, like a period where I just like one thing, and then after that it goes away. So in the first trimester, I think I liked kukula beans and rice. I ate beans and rice. My friend Kate at one point came over just to make me beans and rice. I was eating beans and rice. Now my routine became, after work, I would just get home, shower, eat, sleep. I was sleeping at around, by 7 I would be asleep. Now remember, I did not want to tell anyone yet until now, until like the first trimester imeisha. So I did not tell anyone. It was just me and my partner. So after knowing we were pregnant, tukaanza kuresearch when to start clinic and vitu kama hizo, and the hospital that we wanted to go to. So when we were researching, every nini ilikuwa inasema it's good to start clinic like timeline ikwe around 10 weeks. But at 10 weeks, I was so impatient kungoja hadi 10 weeks juu I would like, nilikuwa na estimate around the time yenye from my last LMP, my last menstrual period, and then to nini. So I was estimating by that time it was maybe a month, like yeah, around 4 weeks. So niko like 10 weeks ni too many weeks, I cannot wait to start clinic. So kuna kwanga na some hosi just close to us where we used to stay before. Nikajambia, let's just go there for an ultrasound, because also I knew that mtu akiwa pregnant wanaenda wana confirm kama everything iko in the right place before anything. So as we waited to start our now the clinics, we went there and we got an ultrasound done and everything was okay. At that point nilikuwa tunajua the ultrasound ilikuwa tu inaonyeshana mtoto mmoja. So nikaambiwa uko na mtoto mmoja ana grow kwa uterus and everything seems to be okay. Aya, nikajiambia sawa. So tukasema from then pia sasa tukaambiwa gestational age. It was around hapo 4 weeks, hapo hivyo 4-5 weeks. Sasa tuka decide at 10 weeks tutafanya nini? Tutaanza clinic serious. So we went back home. Now at least we are happy, we know the pregnancy is fine, everything is growing okay. I'm now quite calm. Tukaka just going to work kama kawaida, everything is as should, no symptoms, na nimechoka too most of the time. Okay, I took a little break to feed the girls, but I'm back. I also finished my eyebrows. So tumefika where we are done the ultrasound. Now we are done with that, waiting to start clinic. So time goes by, 10 weeks zikafika, and we decide to start clinic, and we decide where we want to start clinic. We decide on the hospital, and so we go there at 10 weeks. This is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless mattifying primer. Yeah, this is the primer that I am using. So at 10 weeks we now start antenatals. Tukaenda nikaambia nikaona gaina, nikamwambia I'm pregnant, I think I'm around 10 weeks and we want to start clinic. Oh yeah, congratulations. And then now we started. She told us we'll have to do the ultrasound, see what's going on, see how the baby is, like see how the pregnancy is progressing. We are like, cool. So we go to the ultrasound. We go to do the ultrasound. That is where we got the biggest shock of our lives. We are just there minding our business to go to Rini. This is the foundation that I am using. It is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Sijaitoa hii kitu since nini, the tag ilikataa kutoka, ni hiyo ya kubaiwa Jumia. Anyway, so tukaenda ultrasound. Kwenda ultrasound, everything is okay, like tunapiga tu story na huyo mtu wa ultrasound, and then he starts asking a number of questions. Have you guys done any other ultrasound? Niko like, yes. What were you told? I'm like, we're told everything is okay, the baby is growing okay. Akatambia, since then you haven't done any other? Yes. So you know the baby, it's a baby, it's just one baby in the uterus? Niko like, yes. Akatambia, I have some news for you. I was very worried. Niko like, what could this be? Sounded like something not so good is coming. I'm like, what could be wrong? So niko like, namwangalia, I'm looking at my partner. Namwangalia, I'm looking at my partner. And then he goes, you have twins. Hey, nearly scream. I was in shock. Sikuwa na expect tukuwe na twins. Okay, this is the thing. My mom is a twin. My partner's mom is a twin. I knew there was a possibility of having twins. What I did not know is that it would be me, kwa sababu sasa of course now chances zilikuwa heightened ya kuget twins kwangu, because both of us like tuko na twins on both sides of the family. But kwetu, let's say even kwa kina my mom, hakuna mtu mwingine mwenye amaikuwa na twins. So nilikuwa like, yeah, hizo vitu ati twins zi upata sijui na nani, ni two stories. I think I'm cool. So ako like, you have twins. Tunaangaliana. Nearly scream. I was like, oh my god, 2 babies, what? And then tukatoka hapo. Now we went back to the doctor. She was like, oh my god, congratulations, you guys are having twins. How do you feel? Nico like, still in shock, but well, just what can we do about it? In shock, but it's okay. So we went home that day. Nilikuwa tu like, what? At that point, remember, it's just me and my partner, and now the doctors that know that I am pregnant. I'm still showing up to work as normal. Even when I'm extremely tired, I show up like everything is okay. Yeah, so that happens. We come back home. We are still in shock. In that Uber, tulikuwa tu like, what? Tunangaliana, tuko like, what? We're having 2 babies. 2 babies, so everything is going to be times 2. We like, whatever, if we are buying things, we're buying everything times 2. Nilikuwa like, now mapo yangu inaenda kugrow times 2, mwili yangu inaenda kugrow times 2. Nilikuwa like, oh my god, what my body is about to go through. But I thank God that pregnancy wasn't as hard, wasn't so bad. So hiyo ni at 10 weeks na kaka first trimester came to an end. My brother was around, so hata yeye bado, I think at that point ndio nilimwambia, but sikumwambia na have twins at that point. Ama yeye nikimwambia nilimwambia tu I'm pregnant and we're having twins. Nilikuwa like, Glenn, you know I'm pregnant. Ako like, okay, congratulations. And then niko like, bado sijamaliza. Ati, what do you mean hujamaliza? Namwambia I'm having twins. Ako like, what do you mean you're having twins? Nikamwambia for now, because I wanted to, like, unaona venye you want to do cute stuff, like labda you go and tell your family members, each one of them. So I had not told anyone yet. Nikamwambia, don't tell anyone, I'll be telling them myself the way that I want to tell them. I thought like niko na time, nitakuwa na nguvu, you know, all these things that you plan in your head. Like, I did not know what was coming, but yeah. So time passed by. First trimester imeisha, so tuko second trimester. I'm going to clinics, no cravings, no nothing. I'm actually really good at that point. Just the fatigue yenye mostly tu ukam after work. So second trimester ikakuja. As I moved further along in the second trimester, ndio vitu zikaanza escalate, especially for my body. And my body wasn't feeling really well at that point. I was getting like leg cramps. I remember at some point I could not even walk. I remember one time nilitoka job and when nilishuka hivi kwa stage yetu I could not walk. So that day niko like what am I gonna do? So I decided to finally tell my boss that I am pregnant. So nikamwambia I am pregnant and work is quite overwhelming for me. So he reduced my workload a little and my work time became flexible really, but now that he knew and I was really tired, nilikuwa naweza take a break in between work. Like when I'm tired, I take a break kidogo and then naendelea. So that continued and then now I told my mom and we told my partner's mom and I started telling people pole pole. At work, people did not know until the third trimester. But by the second trimester, because they were twins, my stomach had started now becoming big. I was growing bigger and bigger. So somewhere in the second trimester, I went to Italy, bought some like now comfortable clothes because my official work pants had become small and zilikuwa zinanifinya tumbo. So I wanted things that were quite free and that would take me a further along in the pregnancy. So I bought quite a lot of free size stuff. And I'm quite sure at that point, my colleagues walikuwa wanashangaa why like the sudden change of wardrobe. But most of them wanasema they hawakushuku anything. But like, a sudden change of wardrobe, nini. One time when bado sasa naenda job and I'm still trying to keep the pregnancy low-key. After work, I had gone to buy perfume. And then when I was just thinking like, yeah, I'm in a baggy top and I'm in a free size trouser. My stomach is not visible. Let me tell you something. I walked into this perfume shop and the lady there told me, acha nisikuspray because you know of your situation. Nilikuwa like, what situation? Kumbe all this time my belly was so big everyone could see it. I was just not seeing how big it was. Anyway, yeah, so second trimester came, everything is going on okay. I'm tired but moving, no symptoms yet. Like tired yenye niko. Actually, most of my pregnancy in the first and second trimester were really like most of the days were really good. So I'm going to work, I'm coming back home, I'm planning like a shoot, I'm talking to a photographer, I am doing 1, 2, 3, we plan dates. Even in December, I planned a shoot. But let me tell you guys, when the days were getting there, nilikuwa like, I am too tired to do anything extra. So I would plan like a shoot and then not do it because at that point, actually, I was now really tired. And whenever I would get time, I would just use that time to rest. So I would plan a shoot, cancel because I had this photographer that I had worked with before for my graduation and he was doing a really good job. So Nico like, yeah, we can plan for a shoot. We go to Dao. We go to Tao. We do these street shots. I send him the inspos. We're like, cool. Time gets there. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm too tired. Let's do the shoot another time. At some point, I even like told him we can just do the shoot in my estate where I live right now. Nico like, yeah, because the outside is like, yeah, we could find a place for the shoot within the estate. Your time went by. January came. January I went to work. Already I was so tired. Now in January I was super tired. December bado nilikuwa na nguvu. December ndio niliausant tukaingia kwa the new house nini. But January came. January now I couldn't. January I was so tired. I went to work a few times and then January kishaisha hiyo January ndio bado pia nikapewa inaitwa aje, sick off. Yeah, nikachukua sick off ya about 1 week. Within that 1 week nilikuwa tunapumzika. Actually ilikuwa around 9 days. Mwisho wa January ndio after hizo sick off nikajiambia tu it's time I take a maternity leave. So when February was, now we are getting into February, nika decide I'll take the maternity leave. So February nikaanza maternity leave. Maternity leave, at that point I'm looking for a house girl as well, because of course watoto wangekuja, I could not have done hizi vitu zenye hata naweza fanya saizi. So I needed all the support, so I wanted a house girl. So I'm looking for a house girl, I'm hunting for a house girl. I found one, a good one. We decided, okay, you'll come on this date. So we had decided she comes in March because my due date was in April. So come in March, I get to know you within the month, we get to, you know, get acquainted with each other, and then now watoto wakikuja, that's how we are cool, like everything is as should be. You go like, okay, yeah, nice, perfect. During my leave days nilikuwa napumzika tu, and then jioni I go for a walk. Every day in the evening I'd go for a walk. Of course, now you guys have seen the vlogs how that part was. This is now just a story of now everything behind the scenes you guys are not seeing, but in the vlogs you've seen snippets of how those days were. So third trimester was quite hectic. Not just body wise, my body was now just getting really tired in the third trimester. Everything else was okay, the babies were doing okay. I continued with clinics. My clinics moved closer and closer to each other, and then one time in the third trimester, now that is pregnancy, acha tumalizie pregnancy hapo. So yeah, if you have any questions you can ask me. Now pregnancy, that is the end part of the pregnancy. Now let's get to the birth. So one time March imefika, chilling, relaxing, my friend tells me, hi, I'll come over, see you, I'll come with the baby. Niko like, yeah, perfect. I loved having the baby around so much. Niko like, perfect, kujeni, mimi niko tu kwa nyumba. So in the evening, everything was just perfect. And then in the evening, after wametoka, before hata wakuje, I start noticing some flow yenye is not normal. It is not normal. Like if you're pregnant you get a lot of vaginal flow, but this one was not normal. It was too watery and it was clear, and like it wasn't the kawaida vaginal flow I was used to at this point. So niko like, something might be wrong, but I don't want to stress myself, so I'm just gonna relax. So I go change, and then now my friend comes, tunapiga story, and I can still feel the flow, and I'm just like, yeah, now this does not seem to be okay. And then jioni nafika, we spend time with my friend and the baby. Jioni nafika, she goes home, my partner arrives, my brother is cooking in the kitchen, my partner arrives, and he says, hi babe, and I'm like, babe, I think we have a new development in the pregnancy front. I go like, what's up? I'm still smiling at that point because I did not think it was something so serious. Little did I know. So I'm still smiling. You go like, babe, I think there's something in the pregnancy front. So I think we have a new development. I go like, what's up? Alafu nikamwambia, ebu come I show you. So I call him to the bedroom, and then I show him the flow that I am having. And then we call the doctor, we call our gyna, and then she tells us, go to the hospital real quick. I'm not there, but I'll coordinate with whoever you'll find there. By that time we had not decided if we wanted to give birth at the same hospital that I was doing the antenatals in. So tunaenda back and forth, tuko like, do we go to this hospital or do we not? Remember, at this point, if this was an emergency, then it was going to be a lot of money because we were not due, and the facility that we had to go to must now have a NICU, must have a nursery. So tuko like, okay, now this facility that we were going to was really nice. It's a big facility, but it's a private hospital. And remember, before that I had no insurance. The insurance, and when I got pregnant and we wanted to take on insurance, tukaambiwa, you cannot take insurance kama you are already pregnant. You have to get the insurance before pregnancy. So we did not have insurance, we were paying out of pocket. Tukajiambia hiyo si yenye tulikuwa tunaenda clinic, because it's like quite a big private hospital. If we go there and we get admitted and we end up in the NICU, that will be a lot of money out of pocket. But at the same time, we want to go to a good hospital that will ensure I am safe and my babies are safe. So we had talked about a few hospitals that we were to start visiting in the next week, when I would have been 33 weeks pregnant, including now the hospital that I was going to. Because I was going to a branch, we were to go to now the main hospital in Kiambu Road. So tuko like, yeah, okay, what do we do? Tukajambia tumejua nini? One of the hospitals yenye ilikuwa kwa list yenye we had not visited in Kijabe Hospital. Tukajiambia tutoke tu tuende Kijabe. Kijabe had quite good reviews na walikuwa na NICU, na tuliona NICU yao iko sawa. Tukajiambia twende wapi? Twende Kijabe. You remember that rain that the time that it was raining so much, Nairobi was flooding so bad. It was during that time, and it was the first day of those rains, and Nairobi had flooded so bad. So we called an Uber. We really thank God for that day, kwa sababu the way the weather was bad, and then we were going out of town. Uber zilikuwa zina cancel. The first one I think cancelled, and then the second one akasema tu nitawapeleka, but because I won't find someone to come back with, you guys will just double the money. Tuko like, yeah, it's quite a far place. Mi sijaienda huko. It was my first time now going there, even my partner. So tukafika hosi. Now at this point it is very, very clear that my water ndio ime break. It is dripping down my legs. Now I'm crying. I'm very worried. My partner, the data that I wore, my partner just packed baby's clothes for my handbag. Jata sikuwa nimebuy hospital bag bado at that point. Packed baby's clothes for one of my handbag. I carried a shuka because of the cold that was outside, and then off we went to Kijabe Hospital. Now we got to the hospital. Nikawambia nilikuwa nimebeba book, nikawapea book yangu ya clinic, wakaona, nikawambia wakanifanyia another ultrasound. Wakaona yes, my water, of course my water ilikuwa ime break, but it was still sufficient for the babies. It's clear we are being admitted. It's around midnight. So it's a steroid to help the baby's lungs to mature, and then I am on some medicine CG, just to stop the labor, so that tunaweza go maybe even a day or two before now I give birth. So nafanyiwa CTG, everything is fine. Sasa tuko hapo. Now I can feel contractions zimekuja. They are so painful. Go like they were so painful. Contractions sasa zimekuja. Na hiyo time hata by the way sikuwa dilated. So I can imagine kama hiyo ilikuwa uchungu na sikuwa dilated. How does like labor feel? Because anyway, I was just holding on to bed and like and tukaka overnight kidogo. I got some sleep. The CTGs kept coming, like I think every few hours, and then the next morning another CTG was done. I was okay. In 30 minutes time, everything turned from okay to an emergency. Hey. Wow. So I'm just there. They've done the first CTG at around 6 in the morning. Everything is okay. And now, hata nimeongea na mamangu, nimemwambia the babies are doing okay. Everything is fine. Don't worry. Niasikwe pia ina stress. Namuongelesha tu hivi. Alafu ilikuwa I think at that point around 8 nimeongelesha tu mamangu 30 minutes prior to the next CTG. Na kuambia now huyo nasa natafuta heartbeat ya the babies. Sasa nilikuwa nishafanyiwa CTG ya kwanza. So alikuwa ameniuliza venye ulifanyiwa CTG ya kwanza, the babies walikuwa wapi na wapi, so that she concentrates around there. Namwambia walikuwa hapa na hapa. anatafuta apati heartbeat, anatafuta apati. Nikamwambia huyo mwingine alikuwa na huku juu, akatafuta akapata, but kupata ya huyu anapata the baby is in distress, like simu yangu space imeisha, so you're using another phone. Hey, sasa in 30 minutes everything changed. Now the nurse has called the doctor. The doctor has come, taken a picture of the CTG. Ametoka nje. I'm like, maybe I'm gonna consult or something. He comes back. He's like, hi, my name is so and so. My name is Dr. So and so, and we are going in for an emergency section. Hey, the babies are not okay. We have to save the babies. I started crying because I'm now worried. I am crying. I'm looking at my partner. We are now both confused. The nurses are there. Everyone is explaining something to me. The people explaining about like consent in case I need blood transfusion. Sign here, sign there. Hey, I'm crying. I'm bawling. Oh my God. I don't know how I felt in that moment. Everything was just like at once. Now they wheel me into the theater. Now not language like they just go the bed one akimbia through the doors, and then I go to that room, the theater room. Tukiingia hivi now on the way to the theater, they tell my partner, this is as far as you can go. That's how baby, Rudy, you'll wait outside there. My partner is like, baby, I'm here, don't worry. I'm crying. We go into that room. Wamenika mikono, wamenidunga tu vitu kwa mkono. I don't even know hizo nini. Tudunga mi kwa mgongo, the anesthesia. And then the doctor comes, anasema, iache hiyo nikewe the general one. So, and then the last thing I remember, I just remember seeing people everywhere. People, oh my God, there were so many people in that room. I'm still crying at this point. Wananiambia, you will be okay. We have to save the babies. Nico like, it's okay, let's save the babies. And then even they put for me some thingy in my nose. Even the mask, I'm gone. I wake up. I don't know how many hours I was out. I've never known. I wake up and then it's just my partner holding my hands. I'm holding my hands. I just looked at him and said, how are the babies doing? Like, maybe he's doing okay, how are you? And now, major at that point, but only gonna a lot of anesthesia community. So I'm just going in and out of sleeping and out of sleep. So I'm like, oh, okay. Umewaona? They're in the NICU. They're doing okay. They're so beautiful. Niko like, okay. And then now, when niliamka, the doctors came. When I think the nurses, they came, they bringed me some dawa kwa tumbo, both sides, and then the nurses came, changed me, and then nikarudishwa back to the ward. Now the babies are here, everything is okay, nimerudishwa back kwa ward. I am in so much pain. That night, I called the nurse, akanipea morphine. And then by that time, jioni nilikuwa nataka kwenda kuona watoto. The nurse akaniambia, Noela. I used to say Aseda on this platform. My middle name is Noela. in Kijabe, people called me Noela a lot. I don't know why they went with that name, but anyway, yeah. So they're like, Noela, you will faint. The NICU is so hot. Don't go to the NICU right now. I'm like, okay. Setting spray. I am using the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. This one. So the nurses at night now kabisa again uko saa 7. I'm in so much pain and I was just trying to walk around. Nikashindwa juu. I've been told I try walk around, and that time sun usingizi menishinda. I cannot turn in my bed. I'm tired of sleeping on one side and I cannot turn on the other side because I'm in so much pain. So nimeshuka chini kwa kitanda. I want to go walk, but I'm in so much pain. So I tell the nurse again, niko na uchungu sana. She gave me some meds and then I'm like, let me go take a little walk just around. Nikitembea hivi kidogo, I see the door NICU. And I remember, see my babies are in here. Let me go see them. So I enter and I tell the nurse there, hi, I'm here to see my babies. of course alikuwa anajua tu mimi sijaona watoto bado. Akanimala nikamwambia yes, akanipeleka nikaona watoto. I cried. My babies were small, but they were so gorgeous, they were so pretty. Nilikuwa tu like, oh my gosh, they are so pretty, they are so small. I want to cry. And then nikachukua stool, nikakaa hapo. I was now, because they were in 2 separate incubators, I was going like nakaa hapa kidogo, I'm just looking at them. At that point they had oxygen. They had oxygen and they had the NG tube. Yeah. So nimewaona, nikakaa, nikaenda nikarudi kwa ward, nikalala. Yeah. The next day in the morning, nimekujiwa, we want milk for the babies. I had no milk. And then Rita came that day. Rita has been with me throughout, every day. Rita came on that day. My brother had already been there on Saturday. He came again that day. So tulikuwa tu hapo, we are catching up, getting stories and nini. And then the doctor again came in the evening. Akaniambia, Noela, we need some milk. Nikamwambia nimejaribu kupump, I'm not getting any milk. Thank God I had carried. No, on Saturday when my brother now was coming to the hospital, nilikuwa nimemwambia akuje na the pump. No, on Sunday, because on Sunday now nilikuwa the doctor had told me in the evening of Saturday that tuna need maziwa. Because on Sunday my brother came with the pump because I had been gifted a pump as one of my baby shower gifts. So nikamwambia my brother, please tomorrow come with the pump. So he came with the pump. Now I tried pumping, nothing was coming out. I tried pumping, nothing was coming out. And I'm like, okay, so now what are we gonna do about the situation? There's no milk. And then the doctor told me we can prescribe some medicine, upate maziwa. Wakani prescribe some meds. Little did I know, before nianze tu kuchukua kumeza hizo dawa hizo, hata nikwambie, my first pumping session nilitoa maziwa how many ml? 3 ml of milk. Watoto wakagawiwa 1.5. It was even like a tiny bit, even it, like there was not even need to take it through the NG, waliwaekea tu kwa mdomo. Ilikuwa hivi kidogo. And then now the next day wakaniambia wanataka 10 ml for each baby, so that is 20 ml. In my next pumping session, I actually managed to get that 10 ml for both babies. So I got the 20. And then kidogo after that, even before now the medicine I had been prescribed for niletewe, my milk had now come in kabisa. It was now a lot, to the point of engorgement. It was now a lot of milk. So tuko hapo, the babies are actually doing okay. The only thing that was an issue was now gaining weight. That was the only problem with the babies gaining weight, because walikuwa wamekuja mapema and they were quite small. So we are there, they are in the incubator. My twin A had been weaned off of oxygen. My twin B is doing really well. They are feeding. Now I have a lot of milk. Monday comes, Tuesday comes, Wednesday. Now, acha nikwambie. Okay, let me just finish this part. Sasa si tumeshafika, hii sasa tushamaliza birth, tuko kwa NICU. The NICU on Monday nikakuwa discharged. Now, when you've been discharged, you don't go home. They put you in another separate ward for people who still have babies in the hospital, so that you can take care of your baby. So I go to that side of the maternity ward, so I'm able to take care of my baby while still in the hospital, so that I don't come home. Number one, the doctors came to do their rounds in the morning when I knew we might discharge you today. I was very confused, because of, what do you mean you're discharging me and my babies are in the hospital? And then they explained to me that, no, you're not like going home. You'll just be around, but now you'll be in a different wing for just moms that have babies in the hospital. Nico like, okay, cool. I moved to that side, and then now everything is okay. The babies, we are feeding them 3 hourly. One thing about my partner, he was there every single feed, even the 3 a.m. feeds, for the 3 weeks that we were in the hospital. So we are there. every time namwambia naenda kulala, time ikifika I'll call you ama you call me, whoever wakes up first. Tuna set time like 30 minutes before feeds, because now I have to go prepare the milk, pump, like it's now a lot of work, change the baby's diapers. So tukifika, as I go to the expressing room to express some milk or just to prepare milk for the babies, because they had a fridge there. So when I started producing excess, nilikuwa naeka kwa fridge. So saa zingine nilikuwa tunaenda na nawapea the one that I had expressed, but now warming it up and all that. So as I do that, he changes the baby's diapers. So the babies are doing well at that point. Everything is moving swiftly. Week 1 done, week 2 done. At this point, we don't know how long we are going to stay in this hospital. Week 2 done, week 3. Week 2, actually, yeah, we were discharged on week 3. By the end of week 2, I felt sick, really sick. One time, everything was just okay. We had even moved now from the NICU to KMC. KMC is Kangaroo Mother Care. That is now like, it's almost like you are home, being trained how you will be home with your babies, because you sleep with the babies in the same bed. The monitors are off. Yes, you have a nurse, but the monitors are off. You are the one to give the babies the supplement. You're the one to give the babies the diapers. You're the one to know everything about your baby. Now at that point, you get to learn about your baby, because remember, when the babies were born, they were in the incubator. You could only hold them for not so much really, but now you are with them throughout. So tuko hapo, nishawapea, everything is okay. My partner is there with the babies. Nimwambia I go change the babies diapers as I go do what? As I go prepare their milk, because we're feeding every 3 hours. As I go prepare the milk for the babies in the NICU. Hey, let me tell you guys. Nilitoka tu hivi kwa mlango. It's almost like something just hit me and I got sick. Kwa sababu all of a sudden nilikuwa tu I'm shaking. Ile shaking ya we get to the expressing room and everything is just so blurry, and I decide, you know what, I'm just gonna go back. And so I go back and I tell my partner, babe, I'm not okay. Something is wrong. I am just shaking. He leaves, everything comes. I'm like, what's up? I'm like, I'm just shaking. He calls the nurse. The nurse akachukua my temperature. My temperature is normal. Akaniambia, let's go to the other side of the maternity now. To the maternity side. Now we go to the maternity side. We get some doctors there. Naambia venye na feel. At that point, I am shaking. Niko tu like, hata nikifunikwa, hata nikinini, I'm just shaking. And then wakinipima my vitals were okay. My temperature was a bit high at that point. Ilikuwa ishafika 38 point something. And then wakaniambia tutakutreat outpatient for leo and then you get discharged. Wakitaka kuchukua damu yangu, all my veins had collapsed. Nothing, like all my veins had collapsed. Huku hakuna, I had 0 veins. So they had to dunga me huku chini somewhere. Kwa hii boni yenye nakuanga hapa kwa kiuno, just somewhere there about. Wakanidunga hapo kutoa damu. It was so painful. Wakatoa damu, wakapeleka lab. There was nothing serious according to me. But still, remember sasa hizo nishapewa paracetamol na some antibiotics, nikaambiwa as we wait for the results tuone venye kutakuwa. Niko like, okay, so we are waiting. The next day hata bado results hazijakuja, but actually results zilikuwa zimekuja, lakini sasa after kupewa hizo dawa I wasn't shaky anymore, sikuwa like anymore. But sasa the next day tena the shivers zikakuja, so I went back. When nilirudi, now ikakuwa a serious issue. The test had to be done again, everything. Nikapatikana niko na sepsis. I had sepsis. So, oh my God, again, another very low time for me during that period. Wakapata niko na sepsis. So, with the sepsis, sasa nikakuwa readmitted. wakafungua account yangu, wakani admit tena. So I'm there. My babies are in the NICU, are in KMC now. Wakamoviwa from my bed now to courts. The nurses can take care of them, because now I'm then closer to the nurses, because kulikuwa na some separation between the nurses and us. Sasa wakamoviwa closer to the nurses just to be taken care of. My partner was going through so much at that point, because he was torn between taking care of me and taking care of the babies. So anashinda kwa ward akiniangalia, akimaliza anaenda kuangalia how the babies are doing. Akipata the nurses would help feed, anachukua mmoja and then wana feed nini, and then mimi niko huko napewa madawa zangu just to be okay. The sepsis had developed kwa my breast because of the milk, I think. Yeah. So nikakuwa hivyo, nikakuwa admitted for 3 days. Nilikuwa napewa antibiotics mob. Nikapewa antibiotics back to back antibiotics. I was finally now okay. Venye nini walipata the infection imereduce kabisa, I think on day 3, and then sasa wakani discharge, wakaniweka on oral antibiotics, and then a few days later tukakuwa discharged. So now tuko discharged. Our discharge haikuwa like hata tume-expect. So it was just a Sunday, we are chilling, weights zimechukuliwa. We knew at that point we were very close to discharge, because the babies had attained the necessary weight. They were feeding well, they were bottle feeding. Everything was now doing okay. They had been off oxygen, off the monitors for a very long time. So tulikuwa tunajua the discharge was coming, but tulikuwa tumeambiwa tutaenda home hapa maybe on Wednesday. Of that now ni Sunday, now wiki inaanza. Tutaenda home hapa maybe on Wednesday. So hiyo Sunday mimi natoka again, nimebeba pump, I'm going to pump some milk, because now at that point I was pumping so frequently because I had a lot of milk. And the babies could not take all of it. Walikuwa wanakunywa kidogo bado at that point. So mimi I'm like nimetoka, I'm going to express. I meet one of the doctors, ananiita, hi Noela, hata nilikuwa nakuja kutafuta. Niko like, is there a problem? Mbona ulikuwa unakuja kunitafuta? Yeah, come. Nikaenda nikapata there were some doctors wamekaa tu hapo chini. The doctor tells me, I think you're going home today. And I'm like, I really hope I'm going home today. I'm like, I'm hoping that's the case. Akaniambia, really looks like you are going home today. Niko like, okay. So wakanikalisha chini, they talked to me. Wakaniambia what I'm going to do with the babies at home, just to ensure that the same routine that we were doing in the NICU, so that they keep adding weight well and everything keeps going on fine the way it has been going. So Nico like, yeah, cool. And then now I am very excited. I'm just like, yes, Maliza Rakaraka, I go share this news with my partner, because as I told you guys, my partner was every day in the hospital. Hata the first time when Wochi walikuwa namkataza yasiingie, ilifika point Wochi akimwona wako tu like ingia, because he refused. Every time Wochi walikuwa anamwambia, no, you cannot go in past this time. Anamwambia, I have 2 babies in the NICU. What do you mean I cannot go in? I have to take care of my babies. And then in the long run, even the security guys now walimjua, the nurses walikuwa wanamjua, everyone, even the doctors walikuwa wanamjua. He was always there. Ikuwe ni 3 a.m., ikuwe ni 12, like every feed, we never used to miss. Anyway, so the doctor says, yeah, everything seems okay, the babies are doing okay, we see no need of keeping you here for even a day longer. Exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you God. I am so happy. I go back to KMC. I tell my partner, babe, we are going home. He's like, what? Niko like, yes, doctor, ameniambia tunaenda nyumbani. They are going through the other baby's records, and then wameniambia wana process our discharge. Niko like, so Tukaenda through the discharge process and we came home, and then now life after NICU begins. Before that, let me tell you guys some of my lowest days in the NICU. Not really the lowest, but yeah. So one of my lowest days in the NICU, weekend. Now the first week has gone by, and then now weekend there's something they do for preterm babies in night of fortification. Now my baby, my twin A was not taking the fortification well. She puked the whole week. She was losing weight. She was just throwing up every feed. She was throwing up. My twin B, on the other hand, was doing very much okay. That was one of my lowest days. And then another, now easy loss zilikuwa zinakuja when something happens. Of course, now una feel vibaya, and then now you just come back to being okay. Whenever I would see like now healthy full-term babies come to the NICU, and I would feel sijui kama ni envy ama kukuwa jealous ama I'd just be like, oh my god, mbona tu like tungengoja tu hata 4 more weeks. At that point, me and the doctor, we were talking about having like CS at around 37-38 weeks. So nilikuwa like, just 4 weeks and my babies would have been okay. Singekuwa hapa kwa NICU and all that. So whenever I would see full-term babies, nilikuwa nasikia tu kukiwa. They were so pretty, so plumpy, so, and like, oh my gosh. Nilikuwa tunasikia. I remember this one time, this woman alikuwa kando yangu, mtoto wake was so healthy, and then she was just bubbly. She was talking to me, I was talking to her back, but deep down nilikuwa tu, I was like really, I just wanted to cry. So si ako huku, I was feeding my baby. So when I just stand like this, tears just rolled down, and I had to be strong not to cry. And then another time, because we had not purchased everything, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the mirror so much. Another time, because we had not purchased everything, one weekend I told my partner, you know what, go home, get the things that we had not bought, and then you can come back to the hospital. That weekend as well. Now, you know, with my partner, alikuwa na feed one baby, I feed the other, hivyo. But this time round, I'm feeding one baby, and then it was the weekend that twin A was throwing up a lot. And then tuko hapo, I'm feeding my twin A. Now we were trying everything for her not to throw up. So I'd hold her up for like maybe even an hour. And then nikimeka tu hivi chini, nikirudi the nurse would tell me, alitoa. Nilikuwa nasikia vibaya. Oh my gosh. That was like, hiyo time pia nilikuwa nalia. Hadi nilikuwa nafika kwa NICU, some nurses would just say, umejua nini Noela, umekaa hapa sana. Enda, umekaa hapa sana, just go. Because now, nikika, let's say, nimepump, because remember I had to pump, I had a lot of milk. Nimeenda, I have to pump, pumping me around 30 minutes, yeah? Pump, wash the pump pads, everything, sterilize, you need almost 45 minutes. So 45 minutes pumping and washing everything, and then 1 hour feeding twin A for like 30 minutes, twin B for 30 minutes, and then twin A for like an hour. And remember that nafaa kufeed feed every 3 hourly. So inamaanisha I only get like 30 minutes outside the NICU, and then the next 3 hours ziko up, I have to go back again. So alikuwa ameniona sana, wako like, hey Noela, you go toka hapa. And at that time nilikuwa naenda tu nakaa kwa kitanda nalia. I called my partner, nikamwambia umejua nini, just come back, you're never leaving the hospital again to go home, because now it's so overwhelming with the baby not doing okay and all that stuff. Yeah, ikakuja ikaisha. Now tukakuja home, remember tunafaa tu adopt routine kama kawaida, like it should just be okay. But at that point I was so afraid, and the only thing I was familiar with was the routine in the NICU. So I kept very much to the routine in the NICU, even to the point of setting alarms at night. Setting alarms for every 3 hours. Nikisha feed, I set an alarm for the next 3 hours. Even like I did that for a very long time. I did stuff on a time. I just wake up and the babies are still sleeping. That is like a month plus later, bado at home. I'm waking up, the babies are still sleeping. Nawapea maziwa, saa zingine hata bado wameshiba. Hataki kunywa maziwa. But that is the only thing that now I knew, setting, like now following that strict routine. Tukakaa hivyo, I think at some point sasa nikaanza kuadjust, nikasema okay, no alarms, no nothing. Yeah. So I cannot find my mascara. I don't know where I had put it. I cannot see it. Saizi tushazoea, we have adapted to life. The babies are thriving. They are doing okay. They are so big. They are even talking. Tunasemanga wanaongea juu wako like in the middle of the night, in the morning. They are so big. And one thing for sure, I am super, super grateful to God. God has been so faithful to us. Like, God has been so faithful to us. Saizi they are so big. Wanasumbua. And I wouldn't have it any other way. From this whole experience, my takeaway, number one, go to a good hospital. A good hospital, a hospital that has like all the facilities. Go to a hospital that has a NICU. That will save you a lot, because it was not just the preterm babies in the NICU. I saw a lot of full-term babies in the NICU. I did not know what they were going through, but even like very plumpy babies were in the NICU for some reason. So just go to a hospital with a NICU. I also saw a lot of transfers from people who had gone to hospitals that had no NICUs now to Kijabe. So if you are pregnant, go to hospital with a NICU. Also, if there's something strange, like in my case, the way nilikuwa na nini, I was leaking, na sikuwa sure nini, please talk to your doctor, because kama singe talk to my doctor early enough, singejua what was going on. Na ningekaa ati, let me wait and see, I would have lost my baby. What was I waiting to see? What was I waiting to see? What would I have been waiting to see? So my take, just go to a nice hospital. If you're pregnant and something is wrong, please do not hesitate. Immediately talk to your doctor. Talk to your doctor. Yeah. So that's my takeaway. Saizi we are turning 4 months. Saizi we are turning 4 months in this coming week, and we are so excited. We are super, super grateful. They have grown so much. They have grown so much. Saizi hata washaanza saa zingine once in a while they sleep throughout the night, not throughout, but at least 6-7 hours. Yeah, so I'm not sleep deprived as much, and every day it's just so beautiful to see them grow, to see them learn new things. Saizi wako kwa stage they are eating their hands. So even in the middle of the night when they wake up, that is when they are hungry. I don't know, also when they are sleepy, they do that a lot. Wanakula mikono. And I just love to see it. I love to see it. I love being their mom. I love just having my babies. They're so gorgeous. They're extremely, extremely beautiful. Yeah, so let me do my hair and then we wrap up this video, okay? So this is my hair. This is the final look. I haven't done a mascara because I cannot find the mascara. I feel like my eyes are so bare, but that is not really what I care about. Also, I have a lot of eyelashes, but I don't want to go through the hassle of putting on eyelashes, and then because I'm just going to remove this makeup in a few minutes. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, that was my birth, delivery, NICU, and after NICU stay. It's been 4 months, but I have learned so much. I did not know I could literally go through what I just went through. It was a roller coaster, and we are just grateful to God that we are here. Finally, we don't have to worry about anything. We don't have to worry about the baby's breathing, because even after that, at first when we came, the babies were sleeping, and I would just go like, are you really breathing? Are you okay? Most of the time whenever they were sleeping, I was just story. I hope you guys, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. If you are a NICU mom, you're very strong, you've got this. If you're a mom, you're very strong, you've got this. If you're taking care of a child, salute, man, you've got this though. So yeah, that was my whole story. I will see you guys in my next vlog.